Hello, hello. Welcome to Spiritual Warrior Tarot. I am here doing love readings for each zodiac sign, and this reading will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. And so this will be a general read. It's not going to fit with everybody, so take what fits your situation, leave what does not. Don't get hung up on the gender of the cards. Excuse me. So the way that I'm going to do this is there's going to be, the first reading is Love in the Stars, and that's going to be for singles. And then the second one is called Will It Last? And that's going to be for those of you who have somebody specific in mind, like somebody you're dating or something like that. So let's get started. Please show me Gemini singles. Please give me a love reading for Gemini. Singles. Is Love in the Stars. Please give me a reading for Gemini. Singles. Is Love in the Stars. Ooh. I'm gonna put these back. Let's see if they come out again. Please give me a reading for Gemini. Singles. Is Love in the Stars. Thank you. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have wish fulfillment. This is the Nine of Cups, and this is wish fulfillment. This is going after your goals and dreams and becoming emotionally fulfilled afterwards. And so he's basically, you see this cup underneath him, he's connected to his heart and what it is that he really wants, and he goes after that to get his wish fulfillment. So, okay, so first card we have, Gemini, is ready, and this card represents how you are ready, a way in which you are ready for love to come into your life. And you have the Eight of Wands here, and this card is about having a specific goal in mind and knowing that it's going to take, it's like you're coming up on a goal that you know it's going to be a large undertaking and it's going to take a while, but you're okay with that because you know that you're going to be rewarded eventually in the end. Like you see her blowing the seeds, and it basically talks out in the book how she knows those seeds are going to land somewhere, and then out from that something is going to grow. So this is basically having something in mind that you want to achieve and knowing that it's going to be a long journey, but you're prepared for that. So I feel like Gemini, I feel this energy of like you knowing in your heart, like giving it to the universe and like knowing that it's going to come eventually is kind of what I'm feeling. Like you being relaxed and kind of putting it out there that you're ready for love, and you're just going to be like that, you know, it'll probably be a long journey, but that you're not upset by that. You're okay with that. The next card out is Or Not. This card shows a way that you are not ready for love and to draw love into you. Consider this card carefully. And we have the Devil, Gemini. Okay, so this is a negative attachment to something. It could be thoughts, the way that you're behaving, people in your life, situations in your life. You know, sometimes this is like a job, like hating what you're doing in your life and your job, and like just staying because you're afraid to leave because, oh, I need a paycheck, or like all of these 3D, concerns. So I'm curious. Let's see. I'm feeling like disconnected type of energy somehow. Let's see. Why is the devil here for? Okay, so that came out pretty quickly. All right, so what I'm seeing is the disconnection is to your own heart, because the High Priestess is here. And this is all about tapping into your inner knowing, your higher self, that hidden knowledge that you can only find that's within you. The questions that you ask, the only way you're going to find the answers is by going within and listening to yourself. Excuse me. And then the Five of Pentacles came out. And so that's kind of what I was feeling like before when I looked at this, is like being disconnected, and like how I talked about, you know, kind of being like worried about the 3D stuff here. Like that's kind of what this is. This is a Five of Pentacles. This is like feeling left out in the cold. This is like worrying about money. This is a lack mindset. So that's how you're not ready for love, Gemini. Somewhere within you, what I'm feeling is there's a lack mindset and like a worry that you're not going to be taken care of. But that's an illusion. That's like also being attached to money in a negative way too, is what I'm feeling. Like making that your priority and not allowing love to come into your life. Because if you notice, this person is down here, and then the devil has the heart right up here in the hand. So they're disconnected, you know. And that's what this kind of energy is. If you're in a lack kind of mindset, you're not connected to your heart, because your heart knows that you're going to be okay. Even if you hate your job and you're worried about leaving because of money, like even if you leave that job, you're going to find another job. Like it's going to happen. And just speaking on experience, I've never really been one to do that. Like I've always prioritized my happiness over money. So like in the past, I would start a job and be really excited, but then once I got bored and if I wasn't challenged enough, even if I didn't have another job lined up, which isn't really always the best thing to do, I knew innately inside me that I was going to be taken care of, that I was going to find another job, and that I was going to be okay. And you know what? That's what happened every single time. I gave it up to the universe, and I knew, okay, I'm not supposed to be in this job. I'm not happy, not fulfilled. I need to go. So, you know, obviously, I would say maybe make sure you have a job in mind, especially if you have children and other people who rely on you. I don't have kids, so I have the luxury of being like, whatever, I'm not going to work for 2 weeks until I find another job. So, but my point is, don't stay somewhere. Don't stay attached to money and worries and lack mindset. Don't stay there, because that's not your natural state. Tap into your heart, tap into your inner wisdom, and know that everything's going to be okay. And like ask your angels and ask your higher self, like, what should I do? You know, so sorry, that's a really long-winded answer there, but that really needed to be said. That was coming out. Okay, so next card. This is the Do It card, and this correlates to what I literally just said. This is, turn to this card for advice on a step you can take to put yourself in the path of love. You have Judgment here, Gemini, okay? This is about hearing the call. You see that horn she's blowing? This is an angel, and she's like waking up the dead. In a regular tarot deck, they show people like in graves, like waking up and their arms are up, and that's representative of being renewed, like being rebirthed. And it's like they heard the call, like they went through transformation and then they heard the call, and now they're coming up in their rebirth. They're a new person, and they're listening to the call of their angels. And that's exactly what I said. Like if you need help, like call upon your higher self, call upon your angels, call upon your guides. What should I do? And listen. And I really feel like that's what they want you to do. And once you tap into this, I mean, look at these people down below here. They have their arms up and they're like excited. They're right underneath the butterflies here. And they're fresh, they're renewed. It's like a new spirit. Okay, so stop it. The stop it card is something that you obviously should stop doing. Consider this card as a warning about something that you actively do to block love from coming into your life. And you have the Three of Cups. So what I'm feeling is partying and maybe drinking a little bit too much, but also listening to, like, because the Three of Cups, like, this is like celebrating yourself and people around you celebrating. And what I'm feeling when I see this card in this position is maybe there's some people around you who are like kind of keeping you in the same loop, and it's keeping you in the same mindset, because when we grow, the people around us, like friends, like sometimes you'll notice that they won't really have your back or your best interests at heart. It's almost like you realize, like, wow, they don't really like me growing, you know what I mean? And so when I see this, I see people who are like, no, come on, like, don't listen to that, like, let's just do this, let's just keep partying, or also telling you, like, well, I'm just really feeling like people around you who are influencing you and telling you things that you probably shouldn't believe. Like, you should be listening to your own heart, you should be listening to your own wisdom, you know. And so whether this is partying or just people around you who are kind of maybe giving you advice, like they think that it's helping you, but they aren't you. So they can't really 100% know what's best for you. And I've had that before. You know, people in my family who, they just love you. They just don't want to see you hurt. They just want to see the best for you. But you know what? Sometimes what's best for them is not best for you. So take that where it goes, Gemini. I'm going to get a clarifier to see why this is here. Why is the Three of Cups here for Starboard for Gemini? Why is this here? Yeah. Okay. So the clarifying this Three of Cups is the Four of Swords, and this is about separation. This is about going by yourself, separating yourself from your outside environment to clear your mind and to hear your own thoughts. So, like, that's exactly what I was picking up, Gemini. Like, there's some people around you who are not very helpful, so you need to maybe separate yourself from them so you can detach from this lack mindset and listen to your higher self. And then for the outcome, we have the King of Cups. Yeah. So the King of Cups is, very nurturing, very loving, very supportive. He's in control of his own emotions. He doesn't always express them. So, like, what I'm feeling with this is, like, maybe don't tell everybody your plans. They don't need to know. You know, just kind of, they don't need to know everything you're doing, because sometimes when you do that, people who are naysayers or they don't see things the way that you do, they'll come in with every discouraging, negative, oh, if you do that, this might happen, like that kind of energy. So, like, what I'm feeling from that, this is also talks about in the book, like, he holds that bowl of water and he's like, drink from my waters, be cleansed. So, like, maybe you need to do a cleanse. And, you know, also maybe there's a king coming your way, Gemini, or a queen. You know, it doesn't matter if you are male or female, but the King of Cups is somebody who is full of love, so much love and nurturing and emotional support. You know, just because he doesn't really always express his own emotions out loud doesn't mean he's not supportive. So I was just gonna get personal for a second, but I'm not gonna go there. Anyways, let's see. Why is the King of Cups here for the outcome, please? What is this? Yeah. Okay. So you have the King of Swords and Strength. This is really great. So this definitely could be a strong, supportive, direct king coming your way, Gemini, or this is simply you standing in your strength and being direct and forthright to people around you. And this is also communication. The King of Swords is like communication and standing in his own power. So what I'm feeling is, like, you're strong enough to stand in your own power and be direct and forthright with people and be like, and cut things out that don't really work for you anymore. And also maybe somebody who is like this, who is coming into your life and gonna kind of like, I'm seeing somebody who supports you with that lion, like kissing the lamb there. Like I'm seeing somebody coming in who is going to be like so supportive of you and like put you up on a pedestal and be like, you are strong, you could do this. So, whew. What is animals here for ready? What is this here for ready? Okay, maybe not. All right, I didn't need to clarify for that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, Gemini singles. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon. Next up is the Will It Last reading for those of you who are in a relationship or have somebody specific in mind. All right, so Gemini couples, or those of you who are dating somebody or have somebody specific in mind. This is called the Will It Last reading, and it shows your hopes and fears and your beloved's hopes and fears. And so as I shuffle, I invite you to take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back, maybe close your eyes, and just picture this person in your mind that you're thinking about. Okay, Gemini. Show me Gemini, will it last? Please show me Gemini, will it last reading? Gemini, will it last reading? Thank you. All right, so Gemini, we have the Two of Wands for the overall, and this is a stalemate, stagnant energy, not moving, not making a decision on something. You see the heart and the flower there that are both being held by those swans near her. They're saying, look with your eyes, open your eyes and see this beautiful flower. Open your heart and feel with your, feel with your heart what's coming in. And the person is standing there, the hood over themselves and they're blocking themselves. So this is about like not being able to make a decision on something, or not like coming to a fork in the road and not knowing which way to go. Wow. Okay, so the first card we have is Your Hope, Gemini, and this is the Four of Wands. So in a regular deck, this is like contentment, happy home life, and in this deck particular, this talks about like, yay, you got there, you got to that happy, contented goal or feeling, and you reached a goal, you're happy about it, but now is not the time to rest. Them running and jumping, this is representative of them continuing to stoke the fire. It's basically saying like, yes, you got here and you're happy and that's great, but you need to continue this energy to keep it alive. So when I see this, I see basically being able to keep something going for the long haul. So I see that that's what your hope is, Gemini. And then the hope for your beloved is Judgment. And so what I'm feeling from this is that they want a brand new start with you, because this card is about hearing the call and stepping up to the plate. It's basically about like renewing yourself, because it's like after you've come through transformation and then you come out a new person, you come out and your spirit is renewed. So when I see this, what I'm feeling for your beloved's hope is like a brand new, fresh feeling start with you, basically. And maybe they've just heard the call and they need to step it up. The strength for you, Gemini. We have the Two of Cups. I'm so happy to see this. This is a very strong soul bond with two people. You see how they're intertwined there, and it's just so beautiful. I just love this card. This is a very, very strong bond. This could be a past life soulmate, or just a soulmate in general. We have many in this life, but this is beautiful. I'm glad to see this here as the strength for you, Gemini. That's great. I don't think I really need to say much more about that. I see that you two have a very strong bond, and a lot of times this is a union that's watched over by your spirit guides. So for your fear, Gemini, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and what I feel when I see this is like being able to work cohesively together. Not just that, but like being able to make it work, because this card in particular is about honing your craft and working really hard to perfect it. And what I'm seeing is that maybe you're just a little worried that it won't work for some reason. Curious. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Yeah. Okay. I felt something else. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Yeah, okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is hard work. This is like putting in the work to yield results to you. This is also like waiting for things to come back to you. Then we have another Seven of Swords, self-deception. And the Hierophant, which is like beliefs and traditions, but also like marriage. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is about... Sometimes this is going back and forth on a decision. You know, that Two of Swords we saw. But also this energy is, in some cases, juggling many things and being happy about it. What I'm getting, honestly, from this is that you're deceiving yourself. You're like going back and forth with your worry from thinking like this will work or this won't work. This might work or no, it won't work. Like I'm feeling like you keep going back and forth in between that, Gemini, and that by doing that, you're deceiving yourself, because this is about beliefs, you know what I mean? And self-deception is your beliefs, like what you're thinking about, what you're believing is like deceiving you. And I see that, like, I don't know, that's just what I feel like. You're going back and forth from thinking that this is going to work and this is not going to work. The next card makes sense. So the Beloved Sphere, this is the Fool. This is a new beginning. This is taking a leap of faith. This is like having faith in yourself and in your connection to your higher power, your spirit, whatever you call it, and stepping out on the ledge and just going and taking a leap of faith and not allowing other people to come in and like say, hey, you shouldn't do that, or hey, you better be scared, don't do that because this is going to happen. No, this person does not do that. The Fool listens only to their heart and their connection with their higher power, their God, their, spirit, and they go for it. And so I feel like your person can pick up on you. They're like afraid that you're not going to take a leap of faith with them. That's kind of, either that or like they're picking up on your vibe of going back and forth and not being able to make a decision on something. So they're a little afraid to take the leap. And then the weakness is This is the Ace of Wands. This is taking action. This is a new creative project, but this is like being passionate and like a new spark of creativity and inspiration to take action towards something. So, I'm seeing that that's like the weakness. Let's see. Why is Ace of Wands here for the weakness, please? Why is this here for the weakness? Yeah. Okay, so the Magician came at the bottom, and that's like knowing that you have the power to manifest whatever it is you want in your life because you're powerful and you understand the elements and you understand yourself. And then the Emperor showed up. This is taking control of your life. So with this clarifying the Ace of Wands is the weakness, that's what I'm seeing. The weakness is like stepping up and taking action and taking control of your life. And especially, I feel like the person is kind of afraid to take action, and you are not taking control of your own energies, Gemini, because you have this self-deception going on with yourself. Yeah, I feel like you both are picking up on each other's energies, and you both need to like pick up this energy of the Emperor and taking control of your energies and taking action to control your life in a better way. But the outcome, the Sun, this is the happiest card in the deck, Gemini, so you should be happy. This is great. This tells me that there's nothing that you need to worry about, that this is going to be okay. All you got to do is get out of your head a little bit. I mean, Gemini is an air sign. They are in their heads. They are the communicator. There's no need for you to worry. Why is the Sun here for the outcome? Okay, nope. Yeah. Communication. Gemini. Gotta pay attention to your mind and what it's doing to you, okay? Cut out, like, take control. This is like standing in your power and communicating your will, and, take stock of what's going on up here, especially with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the other deck. Like, you're at a stalemate and you're not moving because you're not making a decision on something because you're stuck and thinking a certain way. So the card that came out clarifying the Sun is the Eight of Cups, and this is walking away in search of spiritual fulfillment and like walking away from things that aren't working for you anymore, Gemini. The way that you're thinking about this situation isn't really serving you. So I would definitely say, especially with like Four of Wands, Judgment, and the Two of Cups here, like, there's nothing you need to worry about. I think what you need to be walking away from is like this self-deceptive, overthinking, going back and forth, worrying mind. Why is the Two of Cups here for the Strength, please? Yeah. So the Chariot is here clarifying the Two of Cups. This is reaching an achievement. This is really good. This is moving also, but and this is the Cancer card, but what I'm feeling with it clarifying the Two of Cups is that you guys are going to reach this achievement, like almost like you're supposed to be together. Like, I feel like a strong spiritual connection, almost like you guys help each other to grow, especially with Judgment and the Eight of Cups here. It's almost like you're both gonna walk away from you're by learning together. You're both gonna like learn things that don't serve you anymore, and you're gonna be like honest with yourself and come into clarity and truth with yourself, and you're gonna grow together. I feel like you're gonna walk away from things that don't serve you together and grow together. Oh, I just love this. This is so beautiful. Look at this. Just look at this. I just love it. I just love it. This is so beautiful. Okay, so Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful. Such a beautiful reading. Like and comment. Let me know if this resonated with you at all. If not, check your birth chart for other prominent signs and check out those readings as well. And I will see you soon, Gemini. Take care.